Hello, my name is Pano. I'm an audiovisual systems consultant with Audio Video Invasion. We've been working with Allure for the past 5 years, and I'm here to talk to you today about technology and how it has revolutionized the industry as far as audiovisual systems is concerned. Starting from speakers, how speakers used to be very bulky and very large, and there was this misconception that for you to just get some music in your room, you had to have very, very big speakers. Going down to TVs and how we started with old tube technology, and we have evolved into having TVs that are less than 1.5 inch thick. Going down to being able to control our music and our CDs and our radio stations by using our iPhones, our iPads, or even our laptops. So here's a very basic example of how speakers, where they started. These cabinets are approximately 4 feet tall by 2 feet wide. And back in the day, this was fine. People got to have music in the rooms and they got to entertain. But as time moved on and technology evolved, we see that now invisible speakers, or what we call architectural speakers, are coming a lot more in play, and they're a lot more affordable than when they first came out. This is a very good example of how with 3 easy steps you can install speakers that can be painted and they can blend into the decor of a room and you don't even know that they're there. These speakers have exactly the same performance as regular big tower speakers had, and in some cases are actually sounding better. Another area that technology has evolved and has helped us be able to have things that we couldn't in the past are home theater systems. Back in the day, a home theater was basically a very, very expensive endeavor. Not many people could have a home theater in their home, in their basement. But nowadays, with the technology in projection systems, in screening systems, speaker systems, and amplifiers, we are able to provide many, many different solutions that will match any budget and any need. So these are some examples that you can have something very elaborate like you used to, but you can also create something very subtle that will accommodate your needs, and it will look and sound great. Another area of technology is outdoor speaker systems. Back in the day, a lot of houses didn't even have outdoor sound. You would have to bring a boombox and place it outside on your table. Nowadays, very, very easily we can have outdoor sound, whether it's, I know it's going to sound funny, underwater sound, or whether it's a regular sound, which could be either a rock-looking speaker, a planter-looking speaker, even a bench speaker, and you could get sound in the most remote area of your backyard, so you can have background sound throughout. A very big debate that we've had over the years since flat screens came in the market was what type of technology do we want to have for the best viewing experience? And nowadays that has become a myth. Why do I say that? The first flat panel display that was introduced in 1998 was a plasma display. And back then the image was a lot dimmer and the longevity of the display was not as long. Since then, LCD was introduced, which is liquid crystal display, and LED, which is a derivative of a liquid crystal display. And what we see now is that any display you choose, you will still have longevity, you will have brightness, and you will have very good contrast. So nowadays when people ask us which is the display that you would recommend, what type of technology, I always say to them that it depends on your preference. It's not so much what is better than the next one. It has to do with, do you want a little bit brighter image? Are you going to use it primarily for video gaming? Are you going to use it primarily for movies? And in what type of room and setup are you going to use it in? And that will determine the technology that we should choose for that display. Lighting control. This is an area that has been growing very rapidly in the last 7 years. We are happy to say that we implement lighting control technology in most of our projects. And what lighting control and lighting automation actually provides for homeowners is 3 very important aspects. One is safety, the second one is comfort and convenience, obviously, and the third one is energy cost savings. Statistically said, lighting control can pay itself off within 7 years of its installation because we are dimming the lights. Even on a regular dimmer, when you tap it once, we have it pre-programmed for it to be only raising the lights to 65% of consumption. That over amount of dimmers and light bulbs throughout the house results to a very big energy savings. So The lighting control is an area that, like I said, is growing very fast. We are really happy that we are implementing it, and it can really help in safety and in convenience, especially when your kids leave the lights on and you're going around every night turning them off. By having a single button, you can just turn off your lights from your bedroom all at once and put the house in a night mode. Control. 10 years ago, if I would tell you this word and I would say to you, you can control your music or your TV or your lights and your temperature from a small device that is handheld, you would probably look at me and think I'm from Mars. Technology evolution has brought us to a point that we can very easily and affordably control our lights, our temperature, our TVs, and the whole entire house as far as automation features go, from our iPhones or our iPads, our laptops, or handheld remote controls. Universal remote controls such as this one can very easily and affordably control your TVs throughout the house, and you can also control your lights, your temperature, as well as your music. Something like that was not feasible 10, 15 years ago without spending an exorbitant amount of money and having only a few specialized firms perform that work for you. Nowadays, because of technology evolution, we can actually perform those tasks and install those systems at a budget based on needs, and they're all scalable because they're all IP based, which is another technological advancement that has allowed us to interface computers with audiovisual. Thank you for the opportunity to fill you in our digital age and our audiovisual systems enhancements. My name is Pano with audiovideoinvasion.com. Thank you very much for being part of it.